Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at energy fuels. It is time for another update, and quickly, for any of you who might be new, we have been tracking this idea of a 1-2 setup on the long time frame, and now we are looking to develop the initial wave 1 to the upside that would be part of a larger third wave that we are expecting to unfold. But yeah, that could take quite a little bit of time, especially considering that the ideal target for a wave 3 on this chart would be the $130 level at the 138.2% extension. Now that is an approximation. I may have not drawn that perfectly, and it is an ideal target, not a fixed expectation on what the third wave would actually reach. And now if we get here closer in the shorter time frame, at this point it is extremely likely that this wave 2 is bottom is actually set, but at the moment we are still tracking within the white scenario this movement to the upside, and we will continue to do so until we create a full 5-wave move that we have here as expected drawn on the chart, and then we would be looking at another 1-2 setup to develop. Now along this development in this 5-wave move, we have actually quite a healthy structure. I am very pleased with what we have developed here. And yeah, I don't even think we really need this support zone for wave 4 here to argue that this bottomed and reached the support zone, and now we are in the 5th wave to the upside. It seems pretty much set and clear. So now we can actually remove it. And here internally within this 5th wave to the upside, at the moment I am actually quite pleased with this interpretation that we have here in the blue scenario. So in this interpretation we are tracking an ending diagonal in the 5th wave to the upside, where here we have an ABC structure in the wave 1, ABC structure in the wave 2, ABC structure in the 3rd wave, and now we are looking for an ABC structure also in the 4th wave, and then we would be looking to continue and finish this 5th wave also in an ABC structure. Now technically it is still possible to work this out into the scenario that I presented a couple of videos ago, or maybe even more, where this could be a very impulsive breakout waiting to happen, but I would have to mention the probabilities of this working out are actually extremely reduced based on the structure, on the internal structure really, within this movement here. Who knows, maybe if we complete this as a 5-wave move and then we have it as an additional 1-2 setup, we could be looking here for a double 1-2-1-2 setup, where we could have a more direct approach into a very strong 3rd wave to the upside instead of initially building a larger 5-wave move. But yeah, that would be on a far second place to this interpretation that I'm currently tracking here in the blue scenario within this larger white scenario, where internally we are in the 5th wave of this wave 3 to the upside. And for this expectation, I am looking here for this wave 4 in blue, which I believe is probably still unfolding, to reach, and yeah, it actually already did reach, but to find support in this area between the $16.7 level down to the $14 level. Now it already reached it once, quite deeply actually, and it managed to create an initial push to the upside, also even in an ABC structure, but this looks a lot more like an overshooting wave B than really anything like a 5th wave. In this case it was very weak and met instantly with resistance, especially it was a resistance at the 138.2% retracement, or sorry, it is a retracement for the overshooting wave B, as we have previously found for this initial top. But yeah, we failed to push higher, but that might actually be a good sign for the chart. It usually indicates, so overshooting wave B usually indicates a pretty strong anticipation of the market for the 5th wave to the upside to push higher. Now, since we pretty much failed to create the clear push higher and the clear 5th wave, I wouldn't be surprised to really find it going even lower than we previously have already here in the 4th wave. But I also have to mention that technically this could be an A wave up and down, and then now we could be looking for a B wave down, and we could even be in the fifth wave to the upside, and we would really only need a wave C to complete this movement. So technically within the next leg up we could have a full pattern within this third wave, and then we could expect a pretty significant correction on this chart as well, as we also do on the uranium energy chart, where let's assume that we actually topped here within this third wave. It's not my expectation, but just for demonstration purposes, to give you a rough idea of where we can expect the support zone to start. But in this case, assuming we have already topped, it would really be at the $13.2 level, the first level of support. And then it goes all the way down to the $8.9 level. Now, I'm not confirming that we topped here. I'm not confirming that we are guaranteed going to top within the next movement to the upside, but it is an area that I would consider a high risk because we have a pretty full count. And yeah, we could technically be very well within this larger wave 4 that could represent a pretty significant correction of, who knows, maybe 30%, could be even a lot more. And for now, there isn't much else to add necessarily. I would personally prefer still a reset here within this wave 4, but it is not guaranteed, it is not a given. So if you are interested for a maybe more short-term entry, and you want to be certain that you get an entry, you may want to look here at this area for a possible ABC structure. And yeah, let's use the blue again, and yeah, it would be here within this ABC structure that could develop in this fifth wave. Now, assuming that we actually topped here in the A wave and that we actually bottomed here in the wave B, I would be looking at an ideal target at the $20 level for this fifth wave, the 100% extension of the wave A. But again, as I always mention, it is an ideal target. It doesn't need to get there and it doesn't need to stop there. And for now, there really isn't much else to add. These are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover. And I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.